Try play music. Oops, sorry guys. I go live and my dog literally starts barking. She thinks she pays rent. Okay, so I haven't been here for a long time. So let's see. Music. What kind of bullshit ass music do they have? Night driving. Let's see what that is. Okay. I don't hear anything. I don't hear any music whatsoever. Hello, hold on. Let me do this. It's been a while. I have glasses now. I'm literally. Oh, comments. There you go. Hey, Tony. Lilith can get a job. All right, that's where I'm at. Did you guys hear music? I was trying to play this music that's on the StreamYard. Didn't hear a fuck ass thing. Oh, you guys heard music. Oh God, I'm glad I turned it off because that is definitely not what I wanted to play. Something's missing. Damn it. Okay. I completely forgot my earplugs. I don't know why I have to have earplugs. I'm the one running the show. Hi everybody who's here. It's been a minute. You were just about to fall asleep, girl. You still gonna fall asleep because I don't have shit to say. I decided to go live because I haven't been live in a minute. I wanted to say hi to everybody. Oh, can you guys hear me? Mike's way over there. I wanted to say hi to everybody I haven't talked to in a hot minute because I've been minding my motherfucking business. You feel me? Hey, Demetra. Demetra, you know what? Hey, Cousin Kay. I'm trying to say hi to everybody. You know, I have glasses now. Yes, Tony, I said glasses. And it's bullshit because I can see better without them. Okay. The lies they tell me. Hey, Light Bright, you know I'm not calling you that other name. So. I said Cousin Kay. Let's see. Y'all, I had a little bit of alcohol, so I'm kind of hot. But I think it's because I have this jacket on too. Anyway, how is everyone doing this evening? Is everyone resting, ready for the holidays? Those who celebrate the holiday. How many of you forfeited eggs and eggs hunt this Easter? Okay. How many of you said, no, we're not going to be dying no eggs this year? Fuck all that. Any eggs that I purchased, they're all going to be like, we're not hiding it. Not one egg. It's been so long, you guys. I don't know what I'm doing, so you have to bear with me a little bit. Hi. Look who's here. Hello, Chanel. How are you? Peeper's here? What? I can't even see. Hey, Vibrant. A little pressure. Hey, is Peeper here? Hi, Peeper. Oh, there you are. Hey, Peeper. I hope you're doing well. I just, I'm live because I haven't been in a long time. And I'm on some bullshit. Trying to enjoy the day before Easter, you know. Hold on. I have to get myself situated. Chanel. Nice to see you, Chanel. Nice to see you not running through here. That is nice of you. I'm not trying to start my shit. I'm just saying. I'm doing all right, people. I'm hanging in there. You know, it's been a minute since I hit the live button. So, and I was all ready to go, and I hit the live. I'm like, shit, I ain't talking about shit. You know. Ready for, hey, Taymate, I'm ready for you guys to go live again. Here's some updates and whatnot. Chanel, why are you running? I thought, girl, what are you doing? I thought we discussed it. See what you did? You ran. Now I'm going to have to chase you. See, you're going to hate it. You're going to hate it. You've been painting all damn day. Painting what? Real painting? Or are you talking about eggs? Because, you know, them hoes is expensive. I wouldn't even play with the eggs like that. I really wouldn't. You just listened to all the other lives and caught up, girl. I don't. Whew. Last couple lives, like they start off okay, and then they quickly go left. Hi, newbie. Oh, you're painting your house. Oh, girl, I know you tired. So you shouldn't be running through here after you just painted your house. You should be sitting down having a cocktail. Hey, Vero. Good to see you. Tony. Any funny bit? I'm taking these glasses off. I don't know who, whatever. I can't seem to keep the bastards clean. Like they're constantly still smudgy, and I'm constantly rubbing them like Urkel. It's ridiculous. I hate them. All right, I had to get that out. It's weird because in Light Brights Live, I was there. Hey, I'm gonna call you Team AJ. I was in there, but like the after effects of that live, I feel like I missed so much. I'm like, what the fuck did I miss? Because I was there. I don't know. Maybe it was before my coffee. Child, hold on. Oh my God, I hate chats where I like, oh, does that mean you like 99% of the people in here? Wait, you don't have to answer that. Hey, Tisa. Oh, Dimitri wants to fight. There's somebody in here you can fight. I'm sure of it. Chanel, you could fight Chanel. She's, you know. Let me shut up. Okay, hold on. I'm hot. Let's see. You guys have to bear with me. It's been so long. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I really don't. This is some bullshit. Maddox, shut the door. Y'all can probably hear the toilet flush, which is way over there. No, TMI, you know, children. I'm back. You gotta tell boys all kinds of things, okay? Now he has the hiccups. Okay. All right. Can't do it on my new laptop channel. You know, Demetri, I wanted to tell you, I absolutely love all your graphics and your music and your all that. I was trying to learn some stuff today. We'll see how that works. And then I've had people do intros and stuff for me. I didn't bother playing them. Because to be honest, I need to download them. Okay. I was a little irritated is the word. Oh. Okay, I'm going to go quickly. I'm not going to be messy. Oh, here we go with the dog and the child. This is another reason why I don't go live. Unruly children. Do you hear my dog? Mm-hmm. She's crazy. I don't know if I told you guys. She's tiny and she's crazy. Wait, hold on. Girl, you know I don't know what I'm doing. You gotta give me a second. Oh, here we go. Is this it? Who's you? What? Girl, why can't
Stranger
you
danger.
have to wait a second? You know I can't hear you.
Why can't you hear me?
Because
Can y'all hear me?
girl, because I'm mental. I'm not even gonna tell you why I couldn't hear you. Hello, girl.
Hey.
Girl, I had the volume turned down. You know what I was gonna tell you.
Bad bitch eyebrows in the background. Hey, eyebrows.
It's actually a really cool picture. Oh, and it worked. See, I thought. Never mind. I won't get into that. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, girl.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling like great, girl. I got some apple crown.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, let's get into it.
I might need to crack a window. I'm hot.
Why are you hot? What's going on?
I don't know. Could it be that time?
What do you mean, menopause?
Pre. Okay. Or would it be? I don't know. I am 49 this year.
You said you didn't want to be messy and read the comments. Let me do the favor.
Oh, you're gonna go ahead and do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not even being messy. See?
I know they're not. I meant like you know how some of you say some shit. You've been talking the whole chat, and then all of a sudden you say some messy shit, and the content creator sees it and slaps it up there for the next 5 hours. That's what I meant.
I didn't scroll up far enough. I spoke too slow.
Oh, there's some messy shit. Hey, Lada, nice to see you. Hope you're doing good. Go ahead, read the. You might have to steer right now because there's a growling dog I gotta get to. Hold on.
Okay. Team AJ says, "Loud that Scuzzy broke down spaceship bitch is so dumb, child." Not Scuzzy. Demetra said, "So is delightfully messy." Tisa, what's up, girl? Who knew, honey? My God, that's how dry it was out here. That's how dry it was. We was just having a little conversation. That's all. Just a little conversation. Who knew?
Girl, I'm back. I don't mean to leave you too long. I'm sure they'll start again. Anyway, hey, Clyde. I have to be careful. Last time somebody said your name, it was a whole mess, Clyde. Okay, did I cut you off? I came back and.
No, you're good. I was just reading the comments and I was just saying who knew what was going to happen earlier. You know, what happened. I just thought I was just going to kick the shit with Light Bright for a little minute. That's all. Dang.
I have to go back because I feel like, because like I said, after everything that happened thereafter, I feel like I must have been walking blindly through that live because I wouldn't have thought that it would have gotten that kind of a reaction. So clearly I must have missed something. Thank you, Demetra.
Well, you know, sometimes things are easy to miss when they are intentional. Anyway, so what else do you want to talk about tonight? Let's talk about something else because that's my opinion on that.
I really. Can you hear my dog?
Listen, you're gonna let Lilith get her cloud chase on, okay?
But can you hear her?
Is she gagging? Somebody coughing? No, that was a TV. No, I don't hear her.
You don't hear that? Oh, she's literally growling.
Oh, that's what she's doing. Okay, it sounded like she was.
Girl, there's something wrong with that. My son has had enough. See, this is another reason why y'all I don't go live. Hi, Daquan. This is another reason why I don't go live because children want to be unruly all day. Don't pay me no attention. All of a sudden, I got something to do.
Yes, girl, that's what they do. Yes, Library, do start watching the show. All I did was skim through because what I just did just now was go back and watch like episode 6. And there was so much stuff I didn't talk about. I mean, there's so much stuff we didn't cover. And if we really want to start getting into like the characters more, which I feel like we will as it comes to an end, like when we go back and talk about it all together. Hi, Daquan. It'll be we'll go a little bit deeper into the characters. But yes, y'all got time to binge watch it because there's so much stuff I did not even bring up.
Oh God. Oh. It's a very interesting experiment. I only became more interested in it after Bella had mentioned the first season. Those people are still married and have a YouTube um, channel.
Oh, I didn't even know they had a YouTube. But yeah, they are definitely still together.
Yeah, they popped up on my feed. You know, technology and everybody
Yeah.
watching you. I literally watched Love is Blind. And then all of a sudden, they come up in my feed, and it was like, well, I wasn't watching Love Is Blind on YouTube, so why are they coming up in my feed? So then I went and I watched, and I guess it's been like 4 years, and they're still married.
Yes, girl. And they're so cute. I
They
think they
are.
live in Atlanta, actually, that couple. If I'm not mistaken, he lives in Atlanta. Well, I think he did live in Atlanta when they met. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know, but they were cute. Oh, dog just got kicked out the room. There you go. Anyway, do you hear my?
Oh,
Can you hear her drinking?
no. Oh, yeah, the dog. I can hear him.
So loud.
It's not that loud, girl. That's just your life, honey. You got a life. It's okay.
Yeah,
Don't be apologizing for people and things that love you being in your environment. Like,
girl,
that's
I didn't say
beautiful.
sorry. I just said, did you hear it?
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure, like, you're like, girl, they good. They are
Uh-uh.
home, drinking his water, minding his business. That's what people need to do more of anyway.
Right. Yeah, yeah. What people you calling?
Hey, G.
Animal control? Okay, sorry. Okay. Anyway, well, I enjoyed doing the live with you today.
Yeah, I did too. I did. I did. I enjoy talking about things that I'm intrigued by, and certainly intrigued by human interaction in that sort of environment. It's very entertaining, especially when you go back and look at like the little nuances and little things that happen when you see the ending and how it comes out. And then you go back and look at things that happen like, oh, okay. We either should have saw that coming or I still didn't see that coming, you know?
See, I never entertain reality shows.
Well, I don't usually entertain. I have not actively watched any reality TV besides this show, The Circle, and Married at First Sight. In a few years. Now, I did used to watch 90 Day Fiance. Love that show. Okay, just love it.
Mm.
The thing that makes 90 Day Fiance more interesting, like when it first started, is because those were real people that literally met people online that they fell in love with and brought them to America, and they had 90 days to decide if they wanted to marry them or send them back. Okay.
Mhm. I guess it's the love shows. Like Miss Toby says here, she's obsessed with Hell's Kitchen. I love Hell's Kitchen. Problem is, I can't watch that because I get hungry. And I don't want anything else but what they have going on. And I clearly am not gonna be doing all that. I can't.
I love A Mama's Boy. I watched like I sporadically have watched that show because it used to come on after 90 Day Fiance.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, you want to talk about some unhealthy shit?
Mama's boy. What the hell is that?
It's
And yeah, yeah, I'm gonna call ASPCA or whatever that picture. Anyway, go on.
it's it's about mama's boys. Like they'll have a whole girlfriend, a whole relationship, and they'll have some mama this relationship with their mom that is just like she's there all the time. Like you've had the one couple where the mom was like buying lingerie that she thought her son would like, which was really freaking weird.
That's gross.
Like, please don't ever buy me panties. Like, just don't. Mom. Don't buy me anything that I got to wear for your son. Please. Thank you.
Where is this show that I refuse to watch? Where's it?
TLC.
Hey, G5. What is it on?
TLC.
Oh. I gotta see if I even have that. No, I'm not gonna watch that. Anyway, go on. That sounds horrible. It sounds horrible. I remember I have to say it right, Kanyan. I remember when was it Greg was showing, it might have been an old clip because I kind of binge watch Shitty Greg sometimes. But there was a dating show and it was like these men who liked older women were gonna date these older women.
Yep, I saw that.
Women happened to be the mothers to all the different men on the island.
Oh no, I didn't see that one.
That sounds like a train wreck.
Yeah. Gross.
Definitely gross.
So you're gonna, and then those people kind of bond with each other. So like you're bonding with these people and find out that like you're like interested, maybe even getting physical with his mom.
Isn't that awful?
Oh my God. People just do the fucking most.
That's like a case waiting to happen. Because none of my uncles would have been able to pull that off about their mother. That would have been a case.
Yeah, that sound like. I watched this. I listened to this podcast. Speaking of reality shows, and the podcast was based on a reality show that I think they did in possibly Brazil, and it was where all these guys were trying to win the heart of this girl, like Bachelorette type of a situation. What they did not know is that the woman was trans.
Oh,
she knew, of course. She didn't know that they didn't know. I don't think until no, I think she maybe did know, but she started becoming uncomfortable with it when she started actually forming relationships and bonds with some of these guys. And several of the guys figured it out, but they were still in the house and they were still going along with it. So the podcast went into everything that happened like off camera, the conversations they were having when they were trying to pressure like the one guy that was really falling in love with her. They were like all making fun of him. It was horrible. Like it ended horribly. Like they had to have police there before they actually told them what was happening. They had several psychiatrists there. They had to have a whole team of people.
that sounds awful.
They revealed it.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. You said it's on where?
I said it sounds awful.
Yeah, it was awful. That's why I made a podcast that was in my true crime section about it.
Oh, God. Hey, BL. Happy to see you. BL, do you want a dog? Right, Miss Toby. The fact that I could even read that without the M is just scary to me. Just scary to me. Anyway, I feel like it's so quiet.
Oh, well, I didn't see his thumbnail, but them thumbnails be some serious over that way. So
I try to stay away from certain thumbnails. Miss Toby, hold on. Miss Toby, are you doing okay this evening? If you know what I mean.
Look at face Yaya baby on the screen.
Oh, damn. Let me take that down. Shit. I forgot all about that. Oh, God. Jesus. I kept looking at that, and I was like, what's wrong? And but I
that baby looks stressed out. He ain't even got here yet.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Oh, anyway, sorry. Girl. Oh, I left that up there. I forgot all about it. Anyway. See, so just tapping in. You're busy. That's good. It's nice outside. You should be busy. Everyone should be busy.
Why not, Miss Toby?
Right, exactly. Well, she ate the whole one yesterday.
Well, she knows better now. You live and you learn.
That ain't true. Do you know how many times I've told her not to eat the whole thing? This is not. No, I know they don't. They really.
Hey, MJAK.
I might have to go back in there and do something with the kids.
Everybody's quiet now. They chilling. What you mean the kids? You got a kid.
I know, but Lilith
Lilith be giving you teenage daughter energy.
always absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's sad. Where's Big Bella? Oh goodness.
What happened with this pink moon? Did we see a pink moon or did I miss it? Has it not come yet? It was supposed to be a full pink moon.
Oh, you'd have to ask. So she would know.
That's who mentioned it. That's where I saw it on her page. I mean,
Oh,
that would be explain was explain a lot about, why the cancers are cancering all over YouTube right now.
I don't even know anything about the pink moon.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that.
It's supposed to signify like a fresh start, I think, and some other things.
Oh, fresh start. Interesting. I may need one of those. Oh,
It's a fresh start, honey.
oh, I thought those were cookies. Oh my god, they're cancer signs.
So I was not
Wait,
go ahead.
no, you run the show. I have a child who came in here because the child is arguing with the dog. Yes, arguing with the dog.
So I went back. Well, I say I was watching episode 6 again, and I was just looking at how Brett was like staring at Tiffany with this, and when they were talking about like wedding planning, and how he just like did not break his stare. He was like, "We're gonna be fine." I was like, "Damn!" I would just be ready to go home. Let's go home. He's so fucking fine. Damn. Good for Tiffany. Did she go get Lilith? Just give Lilith a headset and let her get in where she fit in. So what's up, y'all? What's up for Easter? What y'all? Who's cooking?
I'm back. Sorry,
Okay, here we go. I was about to start asking about food.
girl. No, because then I'll eat again. I'm about to smoke. Screw all this. Sorry, I had to get rid of him. He just came in here and laid on the couch because the dog is upsetting him. I'm like, You need to go back where you were.
Go back in your room, son.
Oh, boys are something else, I tell you. Whew. But you were saying that Brett was looking at what? Looking at Tiffany?
Okay, Miss Toby. So let's talk about it because she said that he gives her "How you doing" vibes. Okay, that's what I was gonna say about his people. I was just like, wait a minute, because I think there were 4 gentlemen sitting at the table with him. I'm pretty sure at least 2 of them were in the community, which is fine. But I still was questioning, like, is this his circle of friends or is this his family or what's going on? Because I had already kind of questioned that about him. But then I just charged it to my own personal toxicity.
Uh,
Because why can't he be attractive and like slightly metrosexual and not be gay?
uh,
No.
I didn't get that from him. I got that more from Marshall until I got to know Marshall and saw how sensitive he was. But did you see the what was it, the first season with the bi guy, and he didn't tell her until after?
Yeah, after he chose her.
You didn't let me know beforehand.
Yeah, you might.
Ruined my whole experience. There may be a woman here who doesn't care.
I had a conversation with a straight man who watches the show, and we talked about that specific scene. and he felt like she was unfair to him. And I thought that was very interesting because how is she? What do you mean? It's just not. That's, I don't know. I don't know that I would be able to approach that casually because as a woman who has been with both, I do kind of feel like it's different with a man for the simple fact that I can't give you what a man can give you, period. But there's a very high possibility you could sexually give me what a woman can give me as a man. So you kind of put me at a disadvantage, bro. Unless I'm just with that, which means you have to disclose it so I can decide if I'm with that.
Right, exactly. Well, Big Chief.
Oh,
Hello.
hi, Big Chief.
Uh-huh. I've been a little upset about Big Chief lately. That's okay. Don't really want to talk about the throat goat. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they were talking about, but Big Chief, they had you wrapped up all in it.
Hi, watermelon sugar.
Hi, watermelon sugar.
We want to talk about throat goating.
Oh, why did they associate him with that? Oh, really?
Let's not and say we did. Next. Um, so throat goating.
Before I know what, why is Big Chief's name anywhere near that? He says no idea.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm. See, I don't know. There's something there that I'm missing.
Yeah, we're both missing it because we don't swim
And that is just, oh,
into that.
yeah, it's just like, you know, I don't know. I don't know why his name was wrapped around it. And Big Chief did something. That's all I know. Big Chief, you did something. There's nothing there. I don't know. They tried to make it something, Big Chief. They tried to make it something. Oh, sorry. Definitely. And to be honest, I didn't really know that. I knew people did things like that, but I didn't know that was a thing. And to be 100%, that's kind of gross. I'm not even going to lie.
He said, I know they are, but there's nothing there. Well, he said, there's no there, Nikki.
Okay.
The throat didn't go.
Well, I'm almost positive he's not crazy. I just didn't know. I'm like, oh, what did he do? What did he do? Anyway. What? Why?
What you getting out the chat for?
What'd you do? Is it throat going? Is it Big Chief? What is it? Is there an echo?
It was a minute ago, but it's gone. So,
Typical trash talking. Okay.
mm,
Okay. Well, interesting. Anyway, sorry. I got thrown when he came in here because I have been harassing him. I've been harassing Big Chief everywhere he goes. Telling him, you know, I have.
someone timed them out. I did. I did it.
Yeah, because I don't give a shit about none of it.
This ain't we ain't on that type of energy. I don't really give a fuck who mad. Sorry. Bye.
No.
Do something.
Just tell her whatever you need to tell her, and that's it. Go somewhere.
But we see it's in the chat. So if she feel like looking for it, she'll look for it.
Right. You don't see none of us over there, so why would you even come over here with that? I never seen you over here either. Hey J2. Chanel, what did you have to paint the roof? What was that? Joe. Joe, I need to talk to you. I'm looking for that gift disc.
Is that Donkey Donuts or is that a
Yeah,
different?
Donkey Donut. All right, Donkey Donuts. Wait a minute. Hold on.
I know so I don't care.
Yeah,
I
you know,
told on myself, honey. It's all to the good.
and I absolutely love Light Bright, but go tell her that on her community wall.
She don't need to hear that. She came here to put her feet up. She good. That shit gonna
She
be
doesn't need to hear it either.
going on. They'll be talking about it for weeks to come. Who really gives a fuck?
No, she doesn't need to. But after that, she asked what what did they say? So
Okay. I'm
we'll
sorry.
take that over there. Joe, yeah, Big Chief, he's in trouble too. Joe, I thought we were working on that Gib disc. I said that wrong. See, I'm drinking Gib disc. There's no K. Tuesday. Okay, it's not my fault when it comes out though. Okay. Hey Hazel. Okay, because it's been a little bit. Because it's Gib's fault a lot.
That copping, please.
But that don't matter. A disc track is a disc. A disc coming is a disc. Sorry, I forgot he was called Donkey Donuts. I completely forgot. You can't tell me Big Man didn't say donkey. Okay, he didn't say Duncan. He said donkey. Donkey Donuts.
He did. He absolutely did.
Mm-hmm. Jesus, the children. See, Big Chief, I told you he did. But he want to act like I didn't hear donkey. I know what donkey is.
Y'all gonna leave Big Man alone.
Don't. You're the
He be by my side.
no. No. Gip, yes, he stays in trouble. It's all Gip's fault. No. Don't see now it's gonna be stuck in my head. Why would you say that?
We be there for 3.
I just said, how do I meet you? I'm over here muting myself. Yes, day 2.
Y'all, she don't want to hear it. She a hater, man.
Yes.
Not the donkey and the donut.
he nope. So. See how y'all turn on me? See, I need a managing mod so somebody can time out so.
That's the cut, bro. What is you talking about?
I will say that song is better than the last track that he put out. Definitely. But
Go Lady Lie. See, I'm gonna tell Lady Lie you ain't here. You ain't talking about Go Lady Lie.
let me put this up here, okay? Screenshot that, send it to Layla, or just hold on to it. Hey, Lisa. Hey. Now that song is in my head. Tony.
It may tell them they be hating. Shoot. I can't even.
I couldn't believe y'all. Talking about y'all hating. He starts it. Y'all act like he just innocent.
He innocent.
He's not innocent. He starts it. He knows he starts that mess. I don't even know the situation between him and Daquan, but I'm sure Big Man started it. I'm sure the situation with Big Chief, Big Man started it.
Nah, they be trying to jump the big man. Don't do him like that. He just be coming in there starting shit.
How do I mute you?
Don't mute me.
Does it really work? Click
Don't
from
put me with that.
studio. I don't think I can mute you. Edit mic setting. Ooh, I can turn you down though. Free big man. What is happening? No, nobody's a managing mod. I haven't done that yet. Because isn't half my chat mods? I mean, I never know until I go watch the replay. I'm like, ooh, that's a lot of blue. Free big man. Remember that when he goes tells the story that you was in his DMs. Go ahead.
Girl.
Because you know that's not.
Now, Nikki, don't get big man cussed out preemptively. Okay.
I'm just saying. It's just a warning. See, I believe you, Joe. I believe you.
Oh, Donkey Donuts definitely lying. I was there.
No, I believe you.
I was a witness.
No, I believe Joe. I don't remember, but I believe Joe.
Donuts, Big Man, and Daquan all triangulated against Big Man. Ooh, look at the troublemaker. They all triangulated against Big Man.
No.
To take him down, and they still have not succeeded because he's like Bumblebee. He just keeps recreating himself and like making.
Look at you. What are you eating? Fruit snacks late at night in the closet? What is that? The fuck was that? I know, Joe. I believe you. I don't even know what happened for real, and I believe you. Hey, Gip. I requested your diss track quicker. Okay. Let's get that out the way. She's so you a fruit snack.
I don't even understand what that means. What does that mean, Nikki? Explain it to me. You must ain't head snack the snack.
I don't know, but it sounds good. Because me and Joe are on the same team. Joe, you're on my team by default.
Now she said, I don't know.
Look at that. Look at this. Look at this disrespect. Look at.
She be by my side.
Nobody said sing it. Nobody said sing it. Nobody said sing it.
You can't read that. You gotta sing it.
It shouldn't even. Okay, let's see. What words do I have to ban from my chat? Fruit snack.
She be there for me.
Oh, can't get rid of any of those words.
Because you can't never predict how many E's we gonna put in it. So you can't block it.
The bestie curse is not that. It's that I'm not talking about mess. That's it. I don't do mess.
Bestie curse. Like, come on now.
I remove myself from the mess. So
and the bone carrying, it was not even necessary in that moment. Like, oh, you need to go over there and see what Nika said about you. Like, no, she don't. No, she don't. And if she does need to go see, like, I'm sure it'll get brought to her one way or the other. Like, but this ain't about to be the time because we feeling good.
Yeah, yes, bestie curse is a peaceful area.
We chilling. Like,
yes.
Shit. Who gives a fuck?
Yes.
Single, solitary, or otherwise.
Yeah, a lot of harmless talking shit to each other. Nothing that requires, that. Okay. Gip. I hope you read that. It's well deserved. Oh.
so. Yes, we do.
Okay, well, the bestie curse, that part, what So-So said is not true. We don't like to do that here. But that's what they do.
Bestie curse, you are not gonna click my link. Now you just lying. See? See how you just be lying? Not you're gonna click my link.
I don't even think the Bestie Curse has ever clicked the link.
Exactly. That's kind of
The only time I ever see the Bestie Curse wasn't it in Reed's chat. That's the only place I ever see when
exactly.
I'm over there. When I'm over here, anyway.
Hi, Body Electric.
Hi, Body Electric. Oh, this is gonna
Drop
be
your
great.
link and see if we can get some testosterone on the panel.
I already dropped it. They scared.
Oh, they scared.
I said, Joe, come here. He ain't hop on the link. See, let me tell you something. If I drop this link and new Eric King pops up here,
Oh shit.
I will ban his
No.
ass.
Mm-mm.
That is going to be interesting. This track for this track. Okay.
They are talking to each other.
Who? Skip and Joe?
The men.
I
I'm not
know.
coming in here. They came here to talk to each other.
You go to Deanna's too? Okay. I'm usually in the bushes, Bestie Curse. Yes, this is I try to this is make it a safe space. Wait a minute. What'd you say? Did I sigh? Haven't you noticed I sigh a lot? Hi, the Body Electric. All right. See, I didn't sigh that time. I sighed. I almost said something. I'm not gonna. Uh, you have,
Not verify if you plan to respond.
what is he talking about?
I don't know. Everybody wants to talk about
It is safe, except for banter, little banter. Wait, hold on.
about egg rolls. Do you like egg rolls, Nikki?
Do I like egg rolls or Eggos?
Egg rolls.
Yes, I like egg rolls. Like you're talking about egg rolls. You're not talking about like sexual something that I'm missing.
No, I'm talking about egg rolls.
Yes, I like egg rolls. Gip, what do you mean you have a sticker so I can call? Can't call. What's that mean? All right, sorry. Tammy, I'm lost again. Don't matter. Chanel, what are you doing? Look at this.
Chanel is singing. She is in the groove, buddy.
I hope a fruit snack gets caught on your ass. Okay. Oh. Okay, Gip. I,
Okay. I'm like high as hell, so I didn't get it till like just now.
I would have never gotten that. High, straight, sober, none of that. Oh, don't. You're behaving. Okay. I understand. And I get it. Sometimes it's hard.
Me and Gip were supposed to have a conversation about my reemergence to the dating scene in Atlanta.
Gip ducks and dodge. I said it, Gip.
I don't think I'm going to be reemerging to the dating scene in Atlanta.
You don't think you're going to be reemerging? Dating nowadays is a mess.
Yeah, no, thank you. Not here, anyway.
In Atlanta?
If I were to meet somebody here in Atlanta, it would have to be like the most organic shit ever. Like it would literally have to just be we were probably forced to meet. Like you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna
Right.
have to be like some major chemistry that happens like first, pretty much first contact.
Right.
Because otherwise I'm gonna go on like with my day.
Where does that happen? At the grocery store?
Life. I don't know. I mean, oddly enough, when I was in my relationship, I used to meet men all the time, and I used to always tell my friends, like, girl, I meet men all the time. You just don't go to the right places. Like, you don't go to like the places that I probably went more than it's because I was being like, a homemaker and like I was also like a little bit of the handyman in the household. So I would be at like Home Depot. I used to be at all kind of places. I mean, I was always the one that took the cars like to the shop or to get tires. I did all that stuff. So I always met men. But I would always be like, yeah, I can't talk to you. Sorry.
I remember when I was pregnant, it was like 6 months. I don't know. Some man hit on me. I'm like, you see all this right here? All this baby right here. I was getting gas. Men will meet you at the strangest places.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, are you crazy? I don't know. I've had people in the grocery stores because sometimes, I hear they're coming back. I saw my niece in bell bottoms. Sorry, Bestie Curse. I don't really drag people. Um, I it's coming back. So I used to wear stacks, really high, like patent leather dungeon S&M types, and people would hit on me at the grocery store. But nowadays, no, it's much harder to meet people.
It almost has to be extremely intentional or just extremely random. It can't just be casual anymore. But then I'm pretty sure also that a lot of the men that I was meeting when I was in my relationship, it's very likely they were also in relationships, but we never got to that point in the conversation for me to ask.
Right.
It didn't matter.
Right. They don't care. No offense, the men that are in here. Joe, cool. Did I say something about Virgo? Or is he asking?
So.
Who is August or September Virgo?
This is all Cancer energy up here, honey.
Yeah, we're Cancers. Women don't care about what? Women don't care that men are with men?
I'm thinking about these people that I don't want to talk about.
This is a hard conversation to have with them in the chat because I'm confused by women don't care about what? And then, see, and he says fact. You see this? You see what's happening?
Let me see. I don't know what we don't care about. As an entire gender, I have no idea.
Women don't care that men have other women. I'm assuming that's what Gip was saying.
Well, that's an obvious lie.
And Big Chief was agreeing.
Oh, that they're in relationships. Well, that's not true. And I'm sure you know that's not true.
I care. But, I'm not taking it back, but I'm just saying, depending on what you're talking about with women. Like, because, some people don't care when it's just a sexual thing about anybody being in a relationship.
It's fucking shit. Yeah, I don't really. I don't know. My approach is changing daily because right now I don't have the energy to care beyond my own health. So I'm not sharing my body with anyone. So I care though. I didn't realize I would care as much as I just like in the past few days I've been forced to realize that I do actually fucking care. Cause I like to be the center of your attention. I just do. Like I don't care about like your friends and like, you gotta go do this, you gotta go do that. But yeah, I don't really want to know that other women get to enjoy a man that I'm spending time with in the way that I get to enjoy him.
See, now that's hard for me. Well, because I was in an open relationship for like 7 years, so I can't say that. Oh, that's a rough one because
I'm sorry. Let me just say this before you finish. Gib, you're in Atlanta, so it is different here. They definitely don't care here. Go ahead.
Like if it's a relationship where if I meet a man and he has a relationship, and it's like an actual relationship and we have to be some kind of secret or whatever, then I care. But I've been in an open relationship before. And I even met some of the women that at the time my boyfriend would hang out with or whatever, we can all meet up and whatever. So yeah, I guess in that sense I didn't care.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really having to think about this right now because I'm not in a position where I'm ready to be anyone's everything. I'm not prepared to be like anyone's like that's my woman and like he's in my face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where I have to see him like 3 or 4 times a week, or we're talking about what's the next level, what's the next level. Like I'm not anywhere near that, but I'm also not. I'm just aware of my own self-worth. So like, I'm just gonna say this. And while we're just hanging out and we're dating and whatever, have as many women as you want. Once I lick it, it's mine.
What
Period.
did you say? Lick it?
I said lick it before.
Okay.
I might
Gotta
lick
be
it.
clear.
I'm just saying before I suck it, I might lick it. So once
Right.
I put my mouth on it, it's mine.
I get it.
So as long as we're just hanging out and it's casual, we're having fun and we're doing what we do, and that's fine. But don't try to put nothing in me and then be like, oh, and I got 3, 4 other. No. So I don't know if I might just need to sew it up and close up shop, girl, because apparently you got to share these days, and unless we're all sharing and sharing alike, meaning your girlfriend is also my girlfriend, then we're not going to have extra girlfriends. Like that's what we're not.
See, and we at the beginning of our relationship, we had kind of a weird situation like that where it was like, okay, the girl that you, it's a long story, but whatever. It's like I'm like she's calling me now. She wants to hang out now. You know what I mean? But Joe, no, we both were open to see other people, so I wasn't being cheated on. See, for me, I always assumed that people are going to do shit. You can't control anyone. So I would much rather know than not know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was okay with that as long as I could do the same fucking thing. So, we were on the same page with that. And swinging, oddly enough, is kind of a thing in my family.
Not it's in the bloodline, it's in the DNA.
My cousin, him and his wife are a whole sweet. He has a girlfriend and she's got a boyfriend. I was like, ugh, okay. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So I think it's just because people can tell you anything. People are gonna say, hey, no, I would never do this, I would never do that while they're doing this and that. We find out that all the time, Okay, donkey. I really hate that he called you that. I'm so sorry.
No, she doesn't. That's why she keeps saying it.
I'm saying it more because of Big Man, not because of him. I don't, It's like, yeah, Scorpios are something else. Taming Scorpios.
It's a whole lot of signs that are something else. Boy, don't get me started.
Oh, wait, you gotta give me a second, Joe, because G Monetti. I hit the wrong button. Okay, you have to, yes, I said G Monetti.
I was going to ask you, who is G-Mo and Nettie?
It's from Sanford and Son. Hello?
Buenos noches.
What's today's date?
Shit, on the 9th of April.
Good enough. Could have said the day before Easter. It's fine. Hold on, hon. I have to get this down again.
Okay.
Oh, God. I hit the wrong one.
Not throwing themselves. Gip, you're just a pussy magnet, aren't you? Just a pussy magnet.
Hey.
It's in the energy. I believe it.
Is Joe okay?
Oh, you said hold on. I'm sorry.
No, I'm back. And then I said, hey.
Oh, hey. How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. Are y'all crazy?
Did he say? Did he ask if we were crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
I
I've
would.
only had one interaction. Honestly, I'm really big into astronomy, astrology, but I've only had really one interaction that's notable to me with a Scorpio, and it was my grandmother, and I spent the majority of my life with her. So, are you guys crazy?
I am not clinically diagnosed as crazy, and I haven't boiled any bunnies nor slashed any tires. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm not crazy.
What?
I am much more of like I know what I know I'm capable of it, so I'm a runner. Like I just flee.
So you're crazy enough to know that you're crazy, so you get away from crazy situations. Is that what I'm hearing?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So you crazy. Okay. All right. And Nikki, is that the
We're not
sentiment
Scorpios. We're
you feel?
Cancers. We're
yeah,
not.
we're
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Damn, I came up on the wrong. Okay, let me redirect you. Cancers. Ooh shit. When is y'all birthday?
mine's third.
Mine's the 6th.
I didn't hear anything. I heard third and sixth.
Yeah, July.
July. July 3rd. Ooh. Okay. So I have a. Okay. So I have a Cancer. Okay. Ooh. Fuck. Okay. That changes things.
Wait.
Oh.
What does that mean?
I mean, because I thought you were Scorpios, and I didn't understand the energy. But now that I know that you guys are Cancers, like that's different.
Mhm.
I can get where you guys are coming from to a certain degree because I have my daughter's a Cancer.
Big
Oh,
Chief, I'm aware. That's why
so you
I'm
get it.
running before the face to face.
Yeah, I don't agree with it, but I get it.
Well, you have to love a Cancer.
You don't have to.
You do. You can't help it. Trust me. I get it. I get it.
No, what like is that how y'all really think though? Like for real, is like as women,
Which part?
I can't.
everything that y'all was saying before I popped up here, because like what brought me up here because I was about to go to sleep. What brought me up here was the whole open relationship, and then like what y'all were talking about then. I can't remember exactly what it was, but
Oh, that was me. Yeah.
Well, we're neither one of us are like 25, so
Right.
our outlook on relationships may be a little bit different.
why though? I'm not 25 either. I'm 40.
Are you married or?
I have been married.
Okay, very interesting. How long were you married?
Um, I would hate to say it. No, I'm being honest. We were together for. I mean, we were engaged for 8 years. We were together for 11, and we were only married for 6 months.
I'm not surprised by that. I just, I get it. I just left a 14-year relationship, so I get it.
But it had nothing to do with me.
It happens.
Because I was the one pushing the marriage. I was ready for it. The only reason why it only lasts 6 months because the only reason that she had an issue with it because she felt like there were certain duties that she would have to perform once she became a wife, and once she did that, she couldn't sustain it. It just wasn't her.
Yep, I understand.
So do y'all think there's any good men out there? Because I think that's what I came up here for. Because it sounded like y'all were bashing men. Is that what was going on here?
Nobody was bashing men.
Bashing men.
I think y'all were bashing men.
No. I was being realistic about really infidelity. And that's
Okay.
or I date both.
So let me ask you a question.
It goes for both. Mm-hmm.
Do you think, honestly, if you date both men and women,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that a man wants to give his time, energy, money, and anything else to a female who's not giving him peace, and he's going to have to go through the negativity of the world? Like Like you do know that y'all are supposed to be like our refuge away from everything that we go through, right?
So funny.
Uh,
So you think if we find someone that is fulfilling our needs like that, you think we finna cheat
Yes,
just because it's our nature?
every day. And
I don't.
No,
it's not just about
no.
cheating though, Joe. Like, hold on, let me hit the pause for you for real quick because it's not just about cheating. Okay.
Right.
There's a whole level of sometimes there are men who have women that are like that. I know I've absolutely been that. And I've been that even when I didn't have the energy to be that. When I needed someone to be that for me, I've been that. And then as soon as the shoe is on the other foot and I need you to be my refuge, or when you get worn down from being the soft place, the soft landing spot for so long for a whole grown ass man, it
Mhm.
can be a lot. It can be a lot. It can wear you down and it can make you lose sight of who you actually are as a woman, not
I
just
could imagine.
a woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's good men here, and there's good women, and there's people capable of providing that level of love and care for each other. But it literally you have to, just like if you have a garden, right? I think I heard you say you have vegetables,
I
right?
do.
So you have to like care for the garden. Like you can't just let the shit grow and just do whatever it's doing. Like you gotta
Hmm.
care for it.
There's a level of nurturing, caring, a level of honest. If you want to be honest, a level of feminine energy that I have to put towards these plants. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. And in return, look what you get.
Hmm.
So that's how it has to work. If it doesn't work that way, if it's just you just taking vegetables from the garden and you're not putting any love and care back into it, it's not going to yield you any fruit.
It's not,
It will
but
it will literally
I had to learn how to be a gardener, and I've went through many plants, and it's just I believe it hinders not only women but men when we bring our past experiences into new situations expecting the same result. I don't think anybody wants to go into any situation under the impression that they're going to be insane, which is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So, at a certain point, as adults, especially over the age of 25, you've been through relationships, you know that they can either be good or bad. So why not go into it 100%? And if it doesn't end up on the right end, like okay, if it does, then you keep pushing.
right. I mean,
Right.
I
Agree.
think that is a lot the logical approach. I just think what you were saying was as right now as neither of us are in relationships, we're not just like going into dating thinking like I'm looking for a partner to spend the rest of my life with. I think that's
Why
kind of
not though? Why are you wasting your time?
I'm
If
not dating.
I'm,
I'm not
do you
dating.
have any children?
Yes, I have three. So
Okay,
I'm not
so
dating.
in any situation where you would add any female or male to your life, why wouldn't you go into that thinking that this is the person that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, knowing that our time is so precious and we can't get it back? This is one of the
I think
most
that
precious
I'm just
commodities that we have.
I think that I'm just not in a headspace of I'm looking for a new person to spend the rest of my life with. I just got out of a relationship. So I'm just like, if I were to go on a date with someone, it would just be me going for the company of the person in that moment. I wouldn't be going on a date to be like, I'm trying to check you out to see if you're going to be a good father for my kids. Like they have a father that's active in their life. Um, so I'm not really looking at it like that. Now, if I get with somebody and I'm just into them like that, like, of course, then I have to entertain all those things. But I'm not actively seeking a life partner right now. Even if I were to meet someone that I found attractive and go out with them, I'm not actively seeking a sex partner, a life partner, any of that. If you just want to get to know me, we can get to know each other.
Sound like you're blocking your blessings.
No, I ain't.
It is. Honestly, because I mean, I'm like, think about it. You can walk out your house and find a bag full of money. You can walk out your house and get hit by a car. Like this world, as much as we feel like we have some type of control over like our day to day and minute to minute, we really don't. So if you're meeting someone and if you know, like it, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go, right? There's nothing you can do to change that. There's nothing you can do to stop it. To so if you meet somebody and that person is the person that you're supposed to meet, like why hinder that experience because you feel like, well, I just got out of something or I'm not ready. If you meet
What
somebody
would
and
you consider,
it's for you, right?
what would you consider hindering that experience? What would be an
Not
example of
giving,
a hinder?
not giving. Okay, so if I was to, and this may just be my perspective based on the fact that I've been in a lot of relationships. I went to school like for psychology, so like I studied the human brain, and like I look at things on like a certain level, right? So this may just be me, but any situation that I go in, I'm going to give it 100% because if I go into it and I give less than what I know I'm capable of giving, if it fails, I can't blame that other person no matter what they did because I know I could have gave more. Just as a person, as a human being, and me knowing me and having knowledge of self. So I know if I go into any situation with a female, knowing me, I'm going to be able to thrive in that situation. I'm going to be able to sustain that situation. I'm going to be make the best of that situation just because it's me. So if it doesn't work, I have to put the onus on me because I didn't give 100% of myself. So if you look at anything, whether it's a platonic relationship, a business relationship, a romantic relationship, if you're not putting 100% of yourself, you cannot blame the negative results on that on anybody but you because you're always going to have regrets. You're always going to think, well, I could have did this or I didn't do this because of this. Nah, if you give 100% of yourself and something doesn't happen, guess what? It was just meant not to be.
Okay.
But
I
you
don't want
didn't lose anything but your time.
I don't want you to think that I would go into any situation with a negative outlook because that's just not me in general as a person. But all I'm saying is I'm not going out in the world with expectations to meet someone that's gonna like make me feel like I want to once again share every aspect of my life with some. Like it was a lot, like it was a lot, and I don't regret it because I have three beautiful children and a really good friend. You know what I'm saying? It's great, but at the same time, I don't know that I'm ready to. If I'm gonna do because I don't half do shit. Okay. I don't really know how to halfway be in a relationship or be with someone and not like give my all. So because of that, I have to guard my own energy. Like I have to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have to
Absolutely.
what it is because I'm very aware of what it is I give when I'm like giving it in every aspect. Conversationally, just chilling one on one time, like understanding when somebody just want to sit in silence versus when this might be the time to voice your concerns and everything else. Like I just have a deeper level of understanding when it comes to the men. I have never been able to have a casual relationship.
Right.
So I think that's probably why I'm like hesitant to even be like, oh, well, let's just see what happens. Let's see if we fall in love because 9 out of 10, by the time it gets to the point of I'm willing to get in a car and go with this person somewhere, there's some things that are standards that have already been met. So the energy is going to be there. It's going to be there. And it's not usually, it just does not turn out like, oh, we can just kick it. It's never that. It always turns into like so much. So I'm just on ice right now. Like it's okay. I don't feel like I'm missing life or love or blocking my blessings. I have a lot of an abundance of blessings around me right now. And I don't want to take from those in order to like get to know someone so deep right now. It's okay.
Right.
Like, and I can get to know them, but I'm comfortable with like the idea of getting to know somebody that lives in another state or somebody that comes here occasionally.
Right.
Out
Not something so right there.
Yeah,
You've been in right there for a hot minute, you know?
I don't want to walk out my door and like you can be here in 10 minutes. Like that's
I
okay.
hate to say this because I know this is a triggering statement, but you guys sound hurt and damaged.
Oh my goodness, I am far from hurt. I
First,
am happy as hell. No, no, no,
he
no.
knows we don't sound hurt and damaged.
Some,
No,
some
no, okay. Think about it logically. Like, let's think about this logically, right? If you have kids, you know logically you can't make them kids without the other person, right?
sure. Right.
And you know with the amount of energy, with the amount of protection that you give towards your kids, that you would die for them. So, and I ask this to all mothers and fathers, honestly, because I'm a single father, right? If you would like, and I would pose this to myself, and I have, if I would die for my kids, if I would kill for my kids in like in certain situations and circumstances, would it make the best sense for me to have a productive and sustainable and positive family structure to be able to raise my children in? So at that point,
it's possible to be not in a relationship and still have a sustainable foundation.
no, I absolutely I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me answer the question correct. Could you answer it again? Ask it again.
So you don't think it's possible to have a stable foundation for your kids unless you're in the romantic side of the relationship as well as the familial side?
To be honest, yes. I believe that our power was stripped of us when we start looking at our family structure equation, or whatever it is that you want to look at it. Because honestly, it's the man and a woman being together and raising a child. That is the best environment. If you look at this world in any type of negative world and like light, and look at it how it actually is, you could understand that you should want to give your children the best life and the best shot at life, especially when you're gone. And the only way, there is not a like you can put whatever like logic you want to it. The only way for that to happen is for the man and the woman to be together and raising them kids. So there is a certain partnership that we should have. And honestly, we've gotten away from that because our men have been more effeminized and our women are more masculine and the roles have changed. We should be protecting our women, and our women should be more feminine and should be more comfortable in that femininity. But they've been
the comments before you keep going. Can you go back up to Chanel's other comment?
Which one?
I can't see right now. It says, in my opinion, I also feel that people are broken from previous relationships and they haven't healed and they jump into the next. That is the point that I'm trying to make. Right. So if you feel that I sound like I'm hurt and like I'm damaged, then don't you think it's for the best that I'm not willing to go and jump into another relationship?
Absolutely. But in that same respect, the fact that okay, the fact that you could read that comment and understand it and agree with it, it means that logically you understand it, right? I'm not speaking logically. I'm speaking on what happens if you meet that right person and you're just not open to it.
Well,
you feel what I'm saying?
But I'm not designed that way. I'm literally telling you that I'm designed the opposite of that. I'm too open to receive love. I'm too open to give love. And because of that, I'm not willing to, I have to tread lightly. I have to. I can't just go out in the world and get on a dating app and go on 3 or 4 dates until something clicks and the chemistry is right and get in a relationship. Like, I can't do that. Because
that's why you have to be more cognizant of what, like, honestly, like, think about it. A lot of us, we settle, as opposed to, like, at a certain age, you know exactly what you like, you know exactly what you don't like, you know what you're not going to put up with. So at that point, if you go on a date, which is supposed to be courting and getting to know somebody, and those red flags pop up, or like you get that, and it's like I can't deal with this. Why continue on with it? That's when you stop that. But a lot of people, honestly, we get so caught up in the fact that we are so lacking for companionship that the first person that shows us any type of attention that we can like somewhat like grab onto, like we'll keep that, even though it's not like it's a toxic situation or we're not
I,
supposed to be in it.
I
And
do not.
like,
Yeah, I'm not built like that.
I do
If
not.
we were like that for me, I would still be in the relationship I was just in. He didn't cheat on me. He didn't like physically abuse me or do anything like that. I was not happy. He was not happy. We were not happy
so why aren't you still in the relationship?
because I wasn't willing to continue to be unhappy for the sake of saying I'm in the relationship.
You cannot raise kids in an unhappy home.
Absolutely
You
not.
cannot, you
I agree.
cannot just
I
say,
agree.
I'm going to be in this toxic relationship because I'm the mom, he's the dad, and we have kids. It doesn't work that way.
It
I can
doesn't.
Oh,
tell
exactly.
you
That's
from
that's honestly that's worse than being apart. I agree.
That's
right.
the point then. That's
So
where I'm
that's
coming from. So that's
right.
also why I'm not like, oh, let me go get another boyfriend. I'll be back getting a drink. Y'all go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. So bitterness and unhappiness, I don't know, maybe you're just not reading us the right way because I'm far from bitter.
No, I didn't say you were bitter. I never said that word.
What was the word?
Did
I
I?
don't remember. See,
No, I don't think I said bitter. I mean, I know that's like I know that when you have these type of conversations, like that's the word that's attributed to black women, but not. I wouldn't say that you're like that. Black women are bitter.
did
Honestly,
you say
I believe
unhappy
that our
something?
world. Yeah, I said unhappy. I definitely said that. But based on the conversation that y'all were having, because like I think about it like this: I can meet, like I can go out tomorrow and meet a female, and I'm going to be as happy with that female as I want to be. Now, if it doesn't work, as a man, I understand. If I meet a female and something happens, like there's a possibility that this shit can last a lifetime or it can last a season or a couple of days. I understand that. But I'm not going into the situation thinking, oh, well, this female is just like the last female that I dealt with, because honestly, then that stops me from being able to like experience her the way that she should experience me if I'm being uninhibited.
Oh, hold on. So I'm thinking maybe it was the comment about the open relationship and kind of don't a lot of people cheat anyway. Maybe you thought that maybe that's what I was thinking, that everybody cheats. Um, hold on one second.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I feel like like all men cheat. All men don't cheat.
I don't believe that all men cheat. I know all men don't cheat. My man never
What,
cheated.
hold on.
Males cheat, but there is a
Hold,
distinction between males and men.
right. Hold on one second. Chanel.
Is my sound messed up?
Yeah, why you sound like you in a can?
Girl, I don't fucking know. Hold on.
I
Oh,
can hear.
you can hear her fine? Okay, whatever.
I want to please, can we just put a pin and get comments saying that long distance relationships don't work for men? Because I want to go back to that comment when we get done.
Okay, so my sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can hear you, Sheena.
Oh, wait a minute. Keep going.
No, don't start.
Oh, I don't have my glasses on now. Okay, wait.
Girl, grab your glasses.
My bifocals. Just kidding.
Trifocal. Hey.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm just kidding. What's
It's an
before?
unifocal.
I only came up here for one point.
Go ahead. I'm looking for a comment. Go ahead.
Okay, so Joe, I get what you're saying. Yes, a lot of females will say that, you know, all men ain't, shit or whatever, whatever. But I had to, break this down for my cousin because we actually had this conversation, and it was more so like you have to look at, okay, so I'm 42, about to be 43. My generation, a lot of the males weren't in the home, and a lot of the females didn't know how to cook. we was rebels and doing our one too. But a lot of, my male friends were broken from their upbringing, and they haven't healed from that. So they get into relationship after relationship, but you have to heal from the previous relationship before you jump into something else, because you'll bring all of that into that relationship that you feel is correct, but they normally don't see that it's toxic. And they'll have kids,
That's right.
they arguing, they fussing, they fighting. And it's like, I get you saying like it should be a male and a female in the home, but if it's a male and a female, I mean, yeah, in the home and they're raising kids, but it's toxic, you fighting, fussing, throwing pots and pans, the kids hear that. The kids will see that. So then that's making them broken. So
Right.
my only point was you have to get to a place where heal yourself, go date yourself, all that stuff. Get to know you again, because you will lose yourself in a relationship. So the next person, once you heal, you might feel like, okay, this person, but you will get them red flags from that relationship that you lost yourself in. So it's like, no, this person's not for me. So that's all I was saying.
I agree.
Hey, Chanel. Now, I know you're not saying this, but the same way that you just said that about men, which I totally agree with you, 100%. You know, it's the
That
same
goes for
way
females as well.
with women, right?
That's
Because
females as well.
they've been put in a role that they should not be in because of our absence, right?
Now,
So I guess I should have been more direct and more clairvoyant, like with what I was saying. I don't mean just a baby daddy and a baby mama in the same household, and just because y'all had these kids, that's the best situation. Now, what I mean is a stable man, a stable woman being able to raise these kids in lockstep the way that my granny raised her kids and our elders used to raise their kids. That's what I
but
mean.
see, but see, I'm about to kill you with this. See, you saying to do like your grandparents did. See, it's a lot of
When
stuff
he was
that
allowed to cheat on
families
me.
hide. There's a lot of things your grandfather could have had 10 other kids and your grandmother stuck around. Oh, she's a strong woman. No, because a lot of times back then the women didn't have education to go and leave a motherfucker to go get a job to raise them kids. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of things that our grandparents went through, I don't agree with. I don't agree with. I don't agree with a woman have to stay at home. You need to be barefoot and pregnant. What? No.
Can
I feel like if we have a home and we have kids, both of us should be working, because I need to miss you. I don't want to be at home all damn day washing clothes, folding clothes, washing walls, washing baseboards, making sure your food is cooked by 5 o'clock when you get off work. Hell no. I feel like it should be 50-50. That's just me per se. I that
It ain't
mm-mm.
just you. I just did
I
that
agree.
shit. I left my career to be a stay-at-home mom, and I did it through COVID. I did homeschool my kids with a baby that wasn't old enough to understand what I was doing, with one that wasn't even in preschool yet, and one that was in kindergarten. And I cleaned every day. I cooked every day. I made myself presentable every day. I did all that shit. And it was not appreciated. And when I started having higher levels of anxiety, and I went through a whole thing with my kids going back to school. And as much as I needed for them to go to school, so I could be sane again, I still went through like a series of like panic attacks and stuff about them going to school during COVID and the school shootings and a whole lot of things at the time. And I was not met with a protective, loving energy in return after all
And,
that shit.
and that gets
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When you realized that based on everything that was being heaped upon you at that particular time, what you just described, when you realized that was a little bit too much for you, were you able to communicate that with the person that you were with?
I communicated it during pillow talk. I communicated it during dinner time. I communicated it angrily softly.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I know I have to be direct, and I apologize. When I say communicated, I mean, did you act like effectively communicated to this man what it was? Because honestly, if you really want to be honest, when you effectively communicate with somebody, you don't have to say it but once.
No, you have to say it more than once when the person you're saying it to is not choosing to accept that it's factual. And they're choosing to respond with like, I hate to say this, it's gonna sound very, but it's okay because you've been generalizing women too. Okay, so I'm about to generalize men. A
Now
lot
go
of
ahead.
times when women get in their full emotional space, it comes across to you guys like we're just being emotional. We're not
Right.
stable. We're what's the
There's
word?
no logic to it. We just feel emotion. But I get you. I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so it was met with a lot of that, and it was met with a lot of like toughen up. And the problem that I have with that is that when I get into my full alpha female energy, then I'm doing too much. You understand? So when I see that I'm not going to be protected and there is no soft space for me to land, and I say, okay, well, you want me to toughen up, then I'm going to be that. And I go out and then all of a sudden I take full control of the situation because it wasn't just that I was doing all of that. It was that I felt like it was other things going on where he was kind of in a tailspin and I didn't feel secure as well. So it wasn't just that I was allowed to be in my emotional space and like, let me take some time out and go to therapy. Let me take a couple of days and go lay in a hotel and just try to get my mind right. We weren't he was not in a stable enough situation for me to feel comfortable leaving my kids with him. Do you understand? Because I felt like shit was just go crazy if I did it. They would be without things they needed, things wouldn't get done, whatever else. And so that's really kind of the compound on top of the fact that you weren't supported. And
So as a woman, why would you want to be with somebody like that?
I didn't. That's why I left, honey.
Okay. So at that point, like think about it. You've been through that. You know what you don't want. So the next relationship, like when them flags pop up, you don't have to go through 2 and 3 years of like guesswork to see if somebody is going to change. Like at a certain point, like we have to understand as adults, we know what we want. And if we continue to settle, we're going to continue to settle for like the results that we're going to get.
I had a very small child. So that was my thing, that I had a child who was, she just turned 4. So you know what I'm saying? During this time, she was a baby. And it was like,
That's an excuse though, mama.
it wasn't an excuse. It was, I could not afford to put my baby in daycare for me to go back to work. That's what it was about. And I had 2 other children. So the $30,000 I would have had to spend to put my kids in childcare, the income I would have been receiving at the time wasn't sufficient for me to do that and live comfortably and provide for my children in a manner that would be comfortable for them. So I don't until I had a plan. Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but this is like, I ain't trying to come off like judgmental or mean or anything like that. It's just how my mindset is because I just look at it like, if we both are able to work, I feel like we should work because, like situations like that, like you felt like you weren't able because, hey, I got an infant, you know what I'm saying? So that is like, it's hard because when you love somebody and you constantly trying to go, hey, listen, and the person is putting up a brick wall, throwing up the shoulder to you, is like, you know what? Okay, I'll just leave. You know what I'm saying? It's a relationship is a lot. So
you gotta, like, it's just what he was saying though about how we supposed to be this respite. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it has to go both ways. It's ultimately
right.
The plan for me to be a stay-at-home mom was a plan. It wasn't like it's something that just was thrown upon us.
You chose.
It was a choice that we made because we were in a position to make that choice, but we weren't in a position for us to make that choice and for leaving if shit went left. But when shit started going left, Tony started making plans. Okay, because
can I ask you 3 women a question?
Right.
Did you grow up in a household where your mother and father were in the same household?
Yep, I did. My
I
father
did.
was
That's one. Okay.
Yes, my parents have been together since they were 17. They're
That's
67.
two. Okay, we got one more.
I did not.
You did not. Okay.
My mother just got
So
married for the first time at 63.
with the two females that actually grew up, and I'm only asking this because as a 40-year-old man and like a psychology major, when I get into relationships, I do like to look at, okay, well, why did this fail? Why did it work? Like all of that, right? And I have learned that to a certain degree, and this is just again generalizing because we're having a conversation. Like you can't speak to specifics in a conversation when we're having a conversation in this scope. But the majority of the positive relationships that I've had have been with women who grew up with a man and a woman in the household, because to a certain degree they understood how a man is supposed to love them and treat them, and how they're supposed to entail love their man and treat them. And there is a symbiotic relationship that we don't understand, that is so prevalent. It's so like important in our society, that if we can get back to that, to where you understand that, hey, I'm going to protect you and let you be feminine, but you can still be whatever you want to be, and you just allow me to be me, and we work together. Like it seemed like that would stop so many of the problems that we have today, as opposed to us continuing to fight against, well, I want to be this and I want to be that. Like if you want to be the type of woman that wants to go out, I guarantee you can go find several men that would want to capitulate to that particular style of life. But if you're the type of person that does, like woman that doesn't want to like work and wants to sit home and be a housemaker, you can find a man. Like it's all about settling at the end of the day. If you know your worth, you know what you're going to put up with and what you can't put up with. And until we get to the point to where we stop wasting time on them situations where we know it's not going to be fruitful for us, like we're going to continue to get in this shit.
Right.
yep. Okay, so listen, my father, my mother, they both worked same house. Now there were a lot of problems within the home, so we separated. They divorced, whatever. So I was raised by my mother, but I've always wanted to meet someone to where I could be like, ooh, you know, meet somebody, date, have fun, possibly have kids, marriage, all that stuff. It just didn't work out that way
Mm.
because the men that I guess attracted or I have been with, it wasn't, they had proposed, but it's like, tuh, tuh. And that was me. I was like, I don't see myself with this person for years and years to come because I will bust your head to the white meat. That was just me. For real. Like I just didn't feel like that person was for me. Like, yeah, certain aspects we have fun, but it's like I just can't see longevity with you. But the the thing of it is yeah, I have my moments where it's like my alpha would kick in. And because I felt like this guy, he you wasn't stepping up to the plate. So then it's, oh, you acting like a male. I'm not acting like a male. We're all born with the feminine and the masculine. My masculine is kicking in because bills got to get paid, stuff got to get done. I'm not about to ask you, hey, can you, you know, fix the plumbing? Can you do this? No, I will Google, I will look up some stuff and do it myself. But
Right.
it's you're acting like a man. That's not acting like I'm being self sufficient. I
Right.
can't wait around for you. You know what I'm saying? If it's kids in the house, I can't wait around for you to step up to want to do something. No, heck, no.
I literally had him tell me that before, though. Like, and it was so strange because at the time when he told me that, I was literally still breastfeeding one of our children, and I had not returned to corporate at the time. I was taking care of business at the house, but what I wasn't where did he go to?
I don't know.
What I wasn't into was having to repeatedly ask you to handle business. like that.
Yeah.
You want to turn me all the way off? Let me have to ask you more than once to do some shit that needs to be done. Not some little shit like, oh, just, this little rinky dink task here. No, like things that are important that need to be taken care of. And then I have to, even if it's just like calling the plumber, like just take care of it. I don't want to deal with that shit. I don't. And if you're especially if you choose to partner with a man and you're a woman.
Yes, girl. Listen.
Because men believe in roles. I don't care what they say. It's very rare to meet a man that's like roles.
Yeah, they do.
Thanks, Joe, for coming up. Thank you.
He gotta
Like,
go.
like my son's father.
Wi-Fi's tripping.
Oh, okay.
Hey, HB.
My youngest son, like, okay, so we were in a relationship for like 6 years before we had him. And like my backyard grows like a forest. You hear me? A forest. And I'm like,
Hey,
you're here. You see the backyard is growing like a forest. Like you can't cut the grass, you can't, but you want to play video games. I gotta get up and go to work. What is the problem?
If I
So
got
it's like now I'm turned off. I'm turned off. I don't want you to touch me. I don't want to listen. I used to get off work and literally sit in my car for hours. Like I just trying to get a peace of mind. Because once I step in the house, you're bombarding me. Oh, this happened and this happened. I don't want to hear that shit. You're supposed to be the man of the house. What
Yep.
give me a break. Can I be a little submissive sometimes? No, I always have to be the alpha. So I can't, and I feel like that's gonna be my issue, is because I'm so used to being an alpha female to where I have to make sure stuff get done. So I can't sit back and just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a dainty lady." Like, no, I'm so used to this role that I have to play, and I guess dudes get intimidated. Like, oh, you will go, hell yeah. If I need to do an oil change, I'm gonna Google YouTube. If I know how to change a tire, I know how to put oil in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to do basic stuff, but it's like,
but that is not just because I know he mentioned something about, and I'm assuming obviously he means our race, saying about men are being more feminized and women more masculized. Can't even talk, but I don't believe that. I think that that's just how men and women of any race. It's just women are more self-sufficient than they used to be back in the day.
Right.
That is just kind of normal because you go back and you look at some of the history where these women would be everything, the homemaker, taking care of the kids, doing all that stuff, and a man can pick up and leave, and that's it. And then she's what?
Yep.
So women had to learn for themselves. I understand that you're saying that that's not normal, but we're not back there. Like, I've never had a desire to be married, even though I was engaged. But I can't even imagine being in that submissive role where I'm supposed to just do these things and my man is supposed to just do those things and he picks up and leaves because they do. And that's not like a bitter thing, or I know you didn't say bitter, but an unhappy thing. It's reality. Women had to learn to take care of themselves.
and especially when you got kids, you can't just stop and just because it's not about you no more. So
Right.
it's like I'm not really
specific.
it's like I'm not really bashing because it's a lot of men. I have cousins that have stepped up. They're raising their kids. Some raised their kids because the mama's up and left. But it's like,
I have a cousin that's doing that too. He has 7 kids. 3 of them he went to court to fight for custody of.
yeah, and it's
two
like,
of them are not his biologically, and the other 2 are his biologically. So I totally. I mean, he's got 8 actually. I'm sorry, I said 7. I forgot about the one.
but I just honestly feel like social media has like taken over. Social media is like, child, they want Gucci shoes, want Prada, Balenciaga.
There are men. Let me say this though: there are men that are willing to allow all of the things that it is that we're talking about that we would require. It's just most of them are not actively out here looking for someone, and just like we're not. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not like
Yep.
so because they handling business just like we handle
We
it.
stagnant. Yep.
Right.
Stagnant.
And understand that I'm not saying I don't think those men exist. That's not what I'm saying. They do exist,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I'm not looking for one. I'm working, I'm enjoying my life, and I'm raising my kid. If I happen to run across someone, I that's great, but I'm not trying to date with the idea of I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. I'm just trying to live and
I
enjoy
do
the
not
life.
feel like I have a lesser quality of life if I'm not partnered with someone.
Right.
I'm absolutely not going to accept that.
Right.
Yep. It's like if I meet somebody like, and you know what I'm saying, you might click. It's like, okay. But it's like I would prefer to be your friend versus us just jumping into a relationship because we need to know each other. You know what I'm saying?
And Joe has
It
to be
goes
fair
that
too.
far. But
Not a lot of men are actively seeking to get into relationships. A lot of times you have to like goad them into it, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm definitely not about to do that. So
and you know why I think that? Because they have met someone who has just totally destroyed their lives. Like I've seen some good men and they be with the ratchet of the ratchet, and I just look like, really? Really? So you oh, okay. Well, not my business. Like your girlfriend is out here advertising like whole license plate said magic click and you married to her? I know that's right.
hold on one second. Thank you for the cash out. Damn it. Hold on. You guys keep talking. Well, hold on.
I put it in here.
I have to get so used to working this. Joe? Joe?
Can y'all hear me? I told you my internet is.
No, I know. I just want to make sure it's you and not a peen. Go ahead.
What do you have to say though, Joe, about how a lot
Buenos noches.
I don't know if he can hear. Can he hear? Talk. Ask Joe. Can you hear? He can't hear.
He got a lot more internet.
Yeah, he's got going.
All right, but I'm about to jump in the chat. I'm about to finish painting up some more stuff.
Oh, I love
He's
it.
okay.
Fresh coat of paint, honey. Nothing like it.
How are you?
Self-sufficient. Hey.
Right? Okay. It's
All right, I'll talk to y'all. Well, I'll be in the chat.
kind of dark outside to be painting, but okay.
Bye.
I got lights, okay? I got lights. I pay my light bill. Don't do me, Nikki. You know I'm sick of this shit.
I love you, Chanel. Oh,
I'm pretty sure she's not painting the outside of the house.
whatever. You say painting. I'm thinking about the outside. I don't know why. Okay, hold on. Oh, and then we can go back to the. I didn't forget about the comment from before, but the bushes is talking to you.
Wait, I'm sorry. That's a fact, my friend tells me.
Let me put my glasses on.
Exactly, the bushes. That's what I'm saying, and that's what you be having to do, girl. I ain't got it in me no more. Like I'm gonna keep it real. If
Oh goodness.
y'all see me make it down the aisle to get married, because I was engaged. I could have been married years ago. I chose to go behind that shit out, and I think I don't know what it is in me that made me say I'm perfectly happy being in a relationship. I don't need to be married. But I think it has a lot to do with just the time that I came up in, where I don't know if y'all remember, like in the 90s sitcoms, it was like always a running theme that woman was trying to get some man to propose to her. Like it was literally a thing when I was growing up. Like there's always a woman trying to get some man
Right.
to marry her. And that just used to disgust me on a level. Like just on a fucking level. Like I refuse. You like you know how people love the Parkers? I fucking hated the Parkers because I hated the way Monique used to beg for Mr. Ogilvy's attention.
I never really watched it, but I watched a couple, so I knew that that's what the theme was. He was chasing him around.
Yes, girl, I hate it. I hate the idea of like having to even ask someone to love you, like to openly love you. That is insane to me. I'm just not going to do it. I will sooner, if I like you and I enjoy your company, I'm just going to have to either make the decision to settle for what you're giving me or move on.
Right.
And that's just what it's going to come down to. Because if I have to convince you to claim me or to not even claim me, but just like,
hey, Courtney,
meet the level, like just meet the bar. Like I'm just not interested. I ain't trying to pull you to the bar, push you to the bar, none of that. Reach up there and grab it if you want it. Otherwise, I'm gonna be out here in the world doing me, whatever you want to think that means.
Yeah, and I didn't care for that. I never really when I watched it, I didn't really process like what that was because, like Houston Bird said, all the shows were like that. I just thought, it was Parker was or whatever Monique, whatever her name was. I just, a little thirsty, but it's true. All the shows were like that.
Always, they were like it was weird. Like, okay, let's talk about like the Steve Harvey show. Remember how Piggy, as he called her, she was Regina. She was always like trying to go on a date with some guy. She was always like looked at like she was too goofy to get a man, but then Steve came to the rescue and just like loved her and everything was great. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. She was the principal.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's great to have a person. It's wonderful. But you can have a fulfilled life and you can raise perfectly well-rounded children and you can do all of the above without having a relationship for the sake of having one. Now, don't run from something that can be good for you into you and make you happy. Yeah. But don't spend your life like looking for it.
Right.
Because it's a lot of work too. Like be real. People think once they get the relationship, that's the work.
Right. And that's why I stated it's not always good for the parents just to be together for the kids. Because you can have a loveless marriage, and it doesn't even have to be any kind of abuse or violence. It could just be neglect in the marriage or how the parents talk to each other or even communicate with each other or lack thereof that can affect a child because they will carry that on until their next relationship.
Because that's something else people don't talk about is those marriages where like the husband is always upstairs, the wife is always downstairs or vice versa. And you never see them like interact. They don't eat dinner together. They don't, they might not even share the same room. They're literally just coexisting in the home together for the sake of the children who see this is the example of marriage that they're seeing.
This, I will be transparent. That was my grandparents on my mother's side. He had a room upstairs. She had a room downstairs. Now, granted, she did have a kidney disease, so she was tired a lot. But they had separate spaces. She didn't make dinner. I don't remember them sitting together. And he worked 2 full-time jobs. And she was a stay-at-home mom. And after she had passed away, I had found out that she actually had 4 girls And then boom, all of a sudden there was a fifth girl. And it was like, where the hell did this fifth girl come from after she passed away? My grandmother had a child with another man, and my grandfather made her give it away.
Whoa.
And we had no idea until she passed away, my grandmother.
Wow.
And I remember my mother saying, I always kept thinking there was another baby, but she couldn't remember what happened to it.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady found us because her child ended up having, the same kidney disease. So she went looking, searching for her family, and she found us. And she now has a relationship with us. She met my grandfather and everything, and my grandmother died without ever seeing her daughter.
Wow.
So
That's
after that, I realized they were in this marriage, but there was so much going on, and they raised 4 girls in that. And let's just say, I will tell you, my mother is the only one who got married and remained married.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them had pretty tough relationships, and it was because they were raised in that kind of home where parents they were very separate. It was crazy.
I just
Sorry.
refused. Like, I could have definitely easily opted for that decision, but I just refused because, like, what is the point? Like, I might at least if I'm gonna opt for that decision, I'm not gonna be doing all the things that are supposed to give me the happy, loving marriage thing in return.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always, because it probably has a lot to do with me growing up in the South in, Baptist churches
Right.
and all of that. They do plant a lot of seeds in your mind about submissive roles and things like that. And I think whether I grew up in the 90s where like the independent woman was the thing to be, I still had those seeds planted in me as a very, very young girl. So every relationship I've gotten into, because this is probably part of the reason also why I don't have a lot of casual relationships as much as I would like to think that I have. I've had a few, but they usually end up flourishing into something else, whether I want them to or not. And that's because of the fact that I do offer those old school qualities, whether I'm trying to or not. And it just leads to me just easing on into this role of like good little wifey, good little girlfriend. And then I'm like, what the fuck? How do we get here? That's not really who I am. I just really liked you.
Right.
So that's my level of toxicity that I'm aware I have to work out and handle. Like, I can't be putting it on like that if
Right.
that's not my intention. I just, I got to do better with that. So I won't be cooking for anyone anytime soon. I won't be coming to your house giving you any ideas of how it could be a more serene environment. I'm gonna let it be what it is.
Right.
I'm not gonna try to better your career. Keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Right, because at this point, sometimes, especially at a certain age, I feel like you just, everyone should be established and set, where they need to be, and just come together and enjoy life. And it doesn't have to be, oh, I'm going to get married, especially when you're older in life. Not that older people can't get married. It's just something, look at that stuff different sometimes as you get older. And you get really set in your ways.
I think that, and I hate to keep going back to the show, but I think that's another reason why I enjoy watching shows like that, because it does remind me that there are actually men who have real emotions that they're in tune with, and they're aware that they want to be married and they want to be in love and they want those things. Because it's nice to see that versus, oh, I got to trick him into marrying me, or
Right. Right.
you got to follow all these rules. You can't have sex for the first 6 months. You can't do this until you're at this point. You can't do that. You can't shack up. You can't do that. It's just so much easier to not have to deal with that shit. Like, if people could just be honest and go with their for real feelings and fully feel comfortable expressing, okay, this ain't it.
Right. That's gonna work.
Early.
But do you feel like with social media that happens more often than not, or no? More often than, more often now, no, that's not going to work. And people walk away, or?
I mean, I would assume it probably does, but it probably happens on a level that's so surface that it doesn't really register with people nowadays. Because, I mean, if you're on an app where you can be swiped to the left or the right, you have no idea how many times a day you're getting swiped the opposite direction.
Right.
For every 3 swipes to the good direction, you don't know how many times people were like, no thanks. So I think it just hits a little different now.
Right.
Than it probably did back in the day. And I also think instant gratification is a very real thing.
Oh, it is.
Now,
It is.
It's so easy to just connect.
It is. So, the Bushes, how do you feel about that? Was that exciting, or was that, you know what I mean? I don't know.
My mom and dad tried that too. It didn't work. But it didn't work because my dad wanted my mom to basically abandon her life and move to where he was.
Ooh, that's a lot. It's and it's nothing against Joe, because I understand what that is his thought process and everything. But like, on paper, some of that stuff he was saying looked good, but in reality, it's much harder than that.
Miss Toby, you know if that sex tape actually exists?
Wait, what's she saying?
I think it's just she's asking. She just
no, I know what she's asking, but what was your answer that I didn't hear?
Oh, I said we don't know if that tape actually exists. I think it's a bit of a ruse. It might be.
Okay.
I think it's something that he just likes to throw out there sometimes because people think that it exists.
Okay. That is true. That is very true, the Bushes. It's just crazy. But
that's true, the Bushes. Very, very true. Yep. But see, that's why even when you connect with people on social media or a dating app or however you're connecting with people before you actually physically connect with them, that's why it's important that you get a sense of their sense of reality. Like, because if you just look closely, you can usually see past whatever the social media presentation is. Like, okay, so first it's usually just, okay, you see this person's pictures. And I would assume at some point you advance to conversation and then you advance to video chat. So when you're looking at this person on video chat, you should be able to still look them in their eyes and make eye contact with them, look at their environment, and all of these things, and pick up on their own sense of reality when you listen to how they speak about themselves or you observe them on social media. And what, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And idea of what you're working with.
Right. Because once you get you have the picture or whatever, and then once you kind of talk to them, or you get an idea. And what's crazy is nowadays sometimes people are like, red flag, but they're like, oh, I'll just ignore it.
Yeah.
It's like, no, don't.
And then that's the thing with the social media interactions. People don't go back and look. Sometimes you need to go back and look at the time lapse of conversation and just see if there's inconsistencies before you go out of your way to meet the person and like, you know.
Yeah. I
That
don't know.
was my approach if I were to date from social media. I'm gonna find me a YouTube boyfriend.
Well, good luck.
Good luck, right?
Good luck. Everyone needs a YouTube scandal every once in a while.
I'm gonna get a YouTube scandal going. Who y'all recommend I get my YouTube scandal going with?
Big man.
No, big man Mia. We already had a marriage and a divorce.
You keep saying that. I almost cussed that song. I would rather do that too, but I have a little bit of social anxiety. It's so deep, and I'm not even gonna get into it. But it was prior to COVID and stuff. So with my social anxiety, I sometimes will go out and maybe have a little bit too many drinks. So so sometimes I'm like, I don't know, maybe I just need to sit back and talk to somebody for a little bit before I go meet them, as opposed to go meeting somebody in a bar.
I told you I like organic shit. So I'm definitely one of those people that enjoys going places by myself randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I didn't leave the house intending to go sit at this bar and have a drink. And I just passed by a place and I'm like, I'm hungry. Let me go in here and have a drink. Like that's where I'm at now. Okay. So I was going to do that tonight, but I had the live schedule, so I didn't do it. But that's the type of thing that I do. And I usually can strike up a conversation with anybody, or could people strike up conversations with me? Maybe that's the cancer.
I'm going to try it. I'm going to try that because I've gone out, go out with people and whatever, but I'm going to try one time just going by myself.
Yeah.
And whatever.
I mean, because even if you don't necessarily meet someone that you want to date, you can meet really genuine people that way. You know what I'm saying? And you never know who they know, and you never know.
The only place I will tell you, I did that once, but I was actually picking up food from Hooters, and I think I ordered it like when I was in the parking lot, so I had to sit and wait for it. So then, yeah, I sat and I had a drink. Me and the bartender really hit it off. She was a girl though, so I was really hitting it off. But that was not intentional. It wasn't, I'm just gonna step out and have a drink. I was just waiting for my food. So I guess I kind of did it before.
Yeah,
but
that's what I mean by organic. That's exactly what I mean right there. Like you just were going to get something.
And I stayed longer than I needed to, though. That was the problem. I came here to pick up my food and come here to talk. But we'll see. It's just nowadays people are so nutty.
I mean, but that's why you got to just take your time.
No, I don't mean those people are nutty. I mean the other people around outside are nutty.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't know how many clips on Inside Edition I see women trying to like opening doors, trying to be snatched by some random stranger in like broad daylight. I'm like, what is happening to people?
It's not funny because it's true.
Huh?
I said it's not funny because it's true.
It's awful. I have my pepper spray, and then I'll have to find out that other stuff, but it's a claw, and you hold it in your hand, and if someone tries to attack you, it draws out like these claws, and you can scratch them, and what it does is it collects DNA.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's called the claw.
Is it the claw? I can't remember. Like that I want.
You can put it on your keys. I think you put it on your keys too.
Yeah, because the one time I wanted to order it, I think they were like back ordered. So, yep.
The main thing that I know about a potential snatching or kidnapping is never get in the vehicle. If they pull a gun on you and say get in the car, they always tell you to fight where you are. Have you ever heard that?
What? Never let them take you to a second location?
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Girl, you know I do true crime.
No, that's right. Yes, I used to go hang out at this restaurant called Sylvia's that we had here in Atlanta when I worked downtown. And I would meet so many people. I met a lot of people that I'm still friends with to this day, just going to sit at that bar and eat dinner after work. I
See?
used to love doing that. That was back in the day, though, like before people could just order Uber Eats and get on their phone at the house, you know.
Right. It's kind of like that, yeah. The Wolverine.
I mean, that's mostly what people are doing. And then, so now when you go out, usually people are already with whoever they came out with. It's rare that you go out and people are out by themselves. So that's why, like Miss Toby was saying, she goes out and people approach her. Yeah, because it's rare that you see people by themselves.
Right. Well, I'm gonna have to give that a try. I'm gonna have to get the grandparents to watch the kid, and he's gonna ask me a million questions because he think he pays rent. But that's another conversation.
Yeah,
You know, boys. You know how they are about their mother.
girl.
Girl.
That's why I don't know what I'm gonna do when my oldest one gets to be like 12 or 13. I don't know what the situation will be at that time, but if I'm like dating, oh my God, he's already would be like that. Like if I was to be at a point where I was dating in front of him, like he would, my kids won't have any idea I'm going on a date until I'm like on date like 30.
Right. Good night, Renee. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you again.
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy too, girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going because talking about going out all of a sudden made me hungry again.
Well, I enjoyed the conversation. Bye, everybody.
I did too. Thank you. Well, thank you everyone for coming. I really enjoyed this. I hope to do more like this. I don't know. I keep this mic is giving me trouble. So thank everyone for being a part of the conversation and sticking it out with me. And I really appreciate all of you. I really do. And I hope to see you soon. Have a good night. Have a good Easter for those who Bella, girl, then go live. Because I've been on for 2 hours and the replay, nobody wants to hear 2 hours of. Well, they may enjoy it because it's very interesting. But anyway, thank you guys. Yes, real combos. I'm trying to do those. I really am. Because sometimes I feel like everybody needs somebody to talk to. So have a good night. Bye.